What's up everybody, Sean Pierce Johnson here for another Stompbox Saturday, and on the stomping block today is the way huge Aqua Puss Analog Delay. A really simple to use, killer, and slightly quirky sounding analog delay from the good folks at Dunlop and Way Huge. A little bit of a background on this particular pedal because this is quite a pedal. The Aqua Puss was originally issued back in the mid-90s and saw a lot of use on pros and just average Joes, pedal boards and rigs and racks for years. And rightfully so. This thing is insanely rugged and the sounds are absolutely killer. Throwing old mid-90s pedals into the $500 aftermarket value range, which is pretty ridiculous because guys like you, me, can't afford $500 for a pedal. I mean, especially one as simple as this when you could buy one brand new for 150 bucks back in the day. Well, Way Huge listened and they brought it back, and you can buy one for 150 bucks and get the awesomely quirky delay tones that you can get with this bad boy for yourself. Really simple to use, 3 knobs, delay time, feedback, which will give you the increasing amount of delay repeats, and then blend to blend in that delayed signal. So let's kind of dial up a few delay tones. One of the tones that this pedal exceeds at really well is the slapback that you typically hear on old rockabilly and old rock and roll records. So let's see what we can get. Got the delay time set to about 11, the blend set to about 11, turn the feedback knob all the way down, and let's see what we got. As you can see, pretty awesome. Gets that kind of gnarly, I got my amp in the bathroom kind of tone. Now, this delay pedal, as well as being known for having a really great tone, it's known for not having the longest of delay times. So to give you an idea, I'll jack up the delay time all the way up, we'll turn the repeats up, and get a fair amount of feedback going so you can really hear just how far apart our original signal is from our delayed signal. So I'm just going to play a few chords just so you can get an idea. Slap that on. Now, if you were using another kind of delay pedal, whether it be digital or analog, you'd have a lot longer of a delay time range. But this one doesn't necessarily have that long of a delay time range. Still sounds good either way. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm running the Aqua Puss through the effects loop of my orange rocker boot, and I do that for a couple reasons. One, I feel it gives me a lot more control over the tone of the delay. And what I mean by that is I get a better balance from my direct signal to my affected signal. Kind of take that concept from old recording consoles in the studios. And other than just having more control, I just think it sounds better. I don't like throwing my delays into the front end of the amplifier, throwing on some distortion, and not only getting my guitar sound distorted, but I also get the sound of my delays distorted. I don't really like that. So, speaking of distortion, let's go ahead and turn on some distortion, and let's dial in a nice delay sound for some leads. We'll back off the delay time a little bit, keep the feedback up nice and high, and turn down the blend so that just everything kind of sounds nice. As you can see, running it through the effects loop, I get a much better balance of my distorted guitar to the sound that I get coming from the pedal. Now, another one of the funny things, and why I call this pedal quirky, is that it has this really gnarly, almost bit-crushing kind of sound on the delay repeats. Now, analog delays are known for having a sort of darkening quality to the repeats, which makes them pretty desirable. They're similar to tape echoes in that way. But if you slam the front end of this pedal really hard, listen to what it does to the repeats. I'm going to back off the feedback a little bit, crank up the delay time, and increase the blend so you can really hear what I mean by that. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit a couple chords so that you can really hear that kind of really grainy and crushing signal degradation sound. So check it out. I haven't heard many other analog delay pedals that replicate a kind of dirty tape head kind of tone quite like this one does. Sure, it doesn't have the longest delay time of all the analog delay pedals that are out there today, and there are quite a lot of them. But this one has just got a tone that's all its own. It makes it unique and it's highly usable. There's a bunch of different other sounds that you can grab out of it, but the best thing for you to do to discover those sounds is, seriously, $150 to $200. If you're looking for a great sounding analog delay, pick one of these guys up. You won't be disappointed. There's a ton of great tones in this pedal. So that was your Stompbox for this Stompbox Saturday, and until next week, cheers.